Hello everyone and welcome back for another episode of Phoenix Point. Now, before we get too far into the episode, I wanted to have a little bit of a chat about the development of the game as a whole. Now, I record these episodes ahead of time, so by the time you see this, the announcement will have been out for a while. But Julian Gollop just announced that they are pushing back the release of the game itself to September 2019, so they're pushing it back by approximately 3 months at the moment. Obviously, that is subject to change depending on how development goes. But the company line is that they want to spend more time polishing it to make sure that the game lives up to expectations. And on the back of that, they've announced that there's going to be a backer build 4. It's not random speculation, it's actually confirmed by the man himself. And that's going to be coming out some point in March. So it looks like we're going to be seeing an updated version of the game with more functionality, more intrigue, more things for us to investigate. And bear in mind, this will still be a very early release. I don't even know if they're going to call it an alpha at that stage. But we will have a look at what they have to show us, and hopefully there's going to be some awesome developments for us to sink our teeth into. In the meantime, however, let's go take out this alien base, and then we can carry on with what we have going on here. We are, of course, building up our wonderful, wonderful radar mesh. Although, given we know that radar doesn't guarantee defense of an area, it might be time for us to start expanding and putting refueling stations around the world. See if we can get a complete coverage of that. Now, we know this map very well. It is one of the pre-generated nest maps, so this is actually going to be a really quick run. How quickly can we do it? That is the question. We can make it across to here and then up to here. We can do this in 3 turns. So, first one, all the way across. And this is massively gaming the system, of course, doing this. So I'm going to make sure we actually do some other stuff as well, even if it's just practicing with the shotgun. Practicing with the shotgun is fun. In fact, while I think about it, if we shoot the carapace, it should still do a lot of damage despite the 3 bits of armor. Damage per shot 4, number of shots 1. But it's the pellets that really make a shotgun effective. That didn't quite kill him. I mean, that did 10 damage, so you can guarantee there's going to be at least 10 pellets in that shotgun. He's going to bleed out on his turn, so we're not really worried about him staying alive, but it's important to investigate these things and find out what the implications of decisions we make are. Right, where is this? That's down there. I'm actually thinking if we switch to shotgun, we can carry on with our little mini shotgun investigation thing. I mean, look at the spread on that. The spread on that is so massively wide. It is as close to the center as we're going to get. How much of it is going to be gone? Only 5 damage. It's not a surprise at that range. Shotgun's not the most effective long-range weapon in the game. You, on the other hand, we can have a look and see how the machine gun fares, and it's going to be quite a bit better. 50% of the shots should appear inside of that red ring, so it's going to be a good amount of damage. 13 damage. Potentially could have taken out all of the health that was left on the thing. We didn't get that lucky, unfortunately. Right, over here, plink plink. Plink plink only does 3 damage per shot, so 2 armor is quite a lot. Really, we want to be aiming for the torso, or maybe the roots. Actually, roots is probably going to be better. Let's go there. 4 damage. Another one of those would be quite nice. Let's keep it focused nice and low. And that horrible monstrosity is dead. Yeah, never liked those things. They they freak me out just a little bit. Right, we're going to jump you forwards. You can only make it down here, so let's get you down. And of course the plan is, as always, get our people up high, get them blasting where we know the nest is situated, and then the game will end. You've already moved. We're going to have to jump you down here. Let's get you on this side. So not a perfect run, not a terrible start though. All immediate threats have been dispatched, and our team is quite happily going around murdering all the crabmen. Yeah, for an alien nest, it is quite quiet in here. Let's jump you up here. If we put you on this side, that'll be perfect. Should be able to start shooting next time. We don't care about them. They're going to fade into obscurity come next turn. And you can hop up to the front. Of course, once these guys are in position, we're going to use the engineer to rally, just to make sure that they have the action points needed to do their rage burst. Now, one thing that I've really avoided talking about during these episodes is balance. Because the game is in pre-alpha, it's something that won't have even been addressed by the development team. And that's not a bad thing. I mean, this is a proof of concept demo to demonstrate some of the mechanics that we'll encounter during the final game. I don't think that's a bad thing. But balance is something that will need to be dealt with as time gets further on. Whether they have like a proper Q&A playtesting situation, or get to the point where they consider the game to be ready for that kind of feedback, I don't know. They may do it internally, they may open it up to the backers, or just have like a specific beta test group for it. But things like this kind of mechanic where you can blast into the unknown, the way that willpower can be abused by soldiers, the fact that weapons reload their ammunition after the mission without you needing to return to base. These are all things that do need to be looked at and said, like, is this the right way for it to go? And it's possible they may come back and say, actually, yeah, we do want the game to be like that in the end. Cool, we totally took it out. See, we took that out without seeing it. We knew where it was, which does help. Firing blindly at it should destroy it, which is great. But there's a bunch of different things that we do that really we shouldn't be able to get away with. Most notably is the Firecat grenade launchers. We've abused them something chronic while we've been going around playing this game. And as I've said many times, it's not something that I expect we're going to be able to do going forwards. Ooh, Haven under attack, let's go save them. It's not something I expect we're going to be able to do going forwards, and it is something that would need to be balanced, in addition to having to research the weapons, find them and stuff. But the reload mechanic is something that does concern me insofar as the game goes. Whether it's something that could be turned on or off with, let's join this battle, with a config, that would actually be quite cool, because that would give people the flexibility to decide which way they want to go. And I think that games that give you fine control over different elements of the difficulty actually give a lot more to players than those that arbitrarily make decisions for you. So, well, either way, we'll have to see which way they end up going. But with this guy up on top, I'm going to abuse the Firecat grenade launcher completely to make a point. And it's not going to be big, it's not going to be clever, but it is going to be fun. So, you're up top, soon to be not. And the problem's not even that they have, that they don't lose the ammo. I mean, that is a bug that will need to be fixed at some point. But the problem is that you get more than enough ammo for a match. That's great. But it regenerates at the end of the match, and that is not. Stuff like explosives that is as powerful as it seems. It's really dangerous having it being so powerful. I mean, I can just launch missiles indiscriminately, hoping that there's going to be something to blow up over there. And I suspect there's probably going to be something over here for us to blast, so let's get a missile in. If I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. We've got more missiles we can use. Let's put you by this door. And this isn't going to work in every situation, of course. You can't take my small, limited experience in this to say, oh, this is definitely a problem. It could be that the resources needed to produce Firecats are so staggeringly over the top that it balances itself in that way. And that's a perfectly fine way of doing these things. But or it could end up being a late game only weapon. But I expect there's going to be a decent progression, decent research, and explosives are part and parcel of warfare. Certainly they're part and parcel of my warfare. Right, we are done with this turn, I think. Just a couple more people to move around. Alright. But anyway, back in Build 4, it'll be out at some point next month. As soon as it comes out, we'll obviously focus our attention on it. We'll start a new campaign, have a look and see what new has been brought to the table. Not sure if we'll do a couple of standalone missions first, or if we'll just jump straight in with the campaign. I think it'll very much depend on what state the game is in at that point, or what state their offering is in. It does kind of feel a little bit like an offering, because it's there to show people that the game is still in development. And don't you dare, you son of a pencil sharpener. Ow! That went right through his arm. Okay, well, you need healing, so let's get the healing going now. Gave him his arm back. Now, the shotgun wasn't very effective beforehand because of all the armor on that dude. In this case, he doesn't actually have that much armor in any of these locations. I mean, we could try and like destroy the shield just for the sake of it, but I think we shoot him right in the crotch, assuming these crabmen have a crotch still. And, oh look, he made a very, very big mess. Now, I want to double check that there's no pick up drop off for the items on the ground. I know I checked in the last episode, but it's good to be thorough about these things. No, nothing. So we'll treat that as something that might be introduced later. They did have it in a previous backer build. It was removed due to difficulties with regards to some of the models and the way that they worked together. I'm surprised we haven't seen something extra by this point. Let's hop up over here. Now, the difficulty, of course, with taking the high ground, as we've seen, the ground can be taken out from underneath you. Now, we've seen that the crabmen, hello you, have shields and pincers, so I'm not worried about them having any form of explosives. But it is a very interesting thing. Obviously, this backer build at the moment has one specific design that that they work with for the creatures that you face. In the final release of the game, we can expect to see multiple variants on the same map. So you won't just have like all swords and shields. You'll have a bit of ranged, a bit of close combat, and that in itself will add to the challenge. It's going to be beautiful. Here we go. Pretty beautiful. Didn't actually like... Well, no, that's pretty devastating. Wait, it blew through, clean through 2 floors. He's actually bleeding onto that crate. That is kind of gross. Did a little bit more than I expected. So we'll call it acceptable. Hello, you. Huh. What are we going to do with you? I know. Let's see how good we are with the pit. Oh, jeez, this is going to be... Not really. It might work. Ha! Oh my god, he hit. Alright. Let's try that again. I mean, this is a good use of Gunslinger. It's made him move enough that we've got more chance to hit him, actually. No. Keep trying it. Keep trying it. Bit too low. Your first shot was the best shot. Let's go back to that. Back to the first shot. It's probably only like a 12% chance to hit. Well, we're kind of making it easier by removing some of the obstacles. Well... Was it worth it? Probably not. Was it fun? Definitely yes. I think we're actually out of options for the moment. Alright. He's gonna be pissed. At least as pissed as a crabman can be. Ooh. He just stabbed my grenade launcher. Ooh, 2 of them together. Alright, I feel like we need to back up and get some combined explosives in on this. Not the smartest move. Wow, they're really going for this chap. Ow. Definitely need to get some healing on him. He's just busted clean through the window. Yeah, despite all the armor, they still do a fair amount of damage when they do that. Man, how many of them are there? They've just been like hiding around the corner inside the buildings. Okay, so step 1. Get the heal on here. Re-enable his ability to breathe. That's great. Step 2. Dismantle. Step 3, and this is going to be a big one. Now, I want to angle this so that we can potentially hit the guy behind with it. Double kill! I think that's freaking awesome. Okay, let's step back to here, and we'll get a grenade going on these two. Right in there. One dead, the other one very nearly dead. You know what? Let's just bring the building down on him. Okay, still someone left alive somewhere. So let's keep hunting. Overly dramatic man. Feels like a kid that's like going to Quasar and has to run and jump over every single obstacle they come across. Let's bring you this way. Hello. Oh, yes. I mean, I can't not do this. Yep. Out of ammo. Ammo well spent. Right, over this side, what are we going to do? Let's bring you up into the middle. Over here, we'll run you right along to the end. Now, there's still potentially some that haven't actually entered the map yet. This haven is getting total doped by all of our explosives. Just like this guy. Oh, mate. Mate. Are we going to kill you with a pistol? I think we might have to try. At the very least, that arm should go. How the hell did you aim that high? Try again. Don't make you use a proper weapon. You know what? Your shooting privileges have been rescinded. You can walk away and think about what you've done. We're going to get this guy to do it instead. And this is going to be overkill. Okay, I would have thought it would penetrate through that. Now, when I saw it, I thought, yeah, there's a chance it won't actually go the way I hope. But that is interesting and disappointing at the same time. I don't think there's even a specific word for it. Where are we going to put you? If we get you to here. Exertion. Now, I could have done the triple burst one, but not in the mood to do that. Oh my word, everyone is just missing this guy. Gonna have to get closer if that's gonna work. Alright, where can we get to? We can get to here and still shoot. Let's hope it doesn't hit that thing above me. Really hope it doesn't hit that thing above me. Look, we're fine. Totally fine. This guy, probably not. And that was the last part of the Haven defense. Okay, so the Haven is saved. The Haven leader themselves likes us more. The faction, all the factions like us. We've been doing this for long enough. More food. We've got so much food. Some more materials and a little bit of tech, which we're not using for anything at the moment. And from that, we've found the next alien base. But it's going to be next time before we go and investigate that. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. I do hope you are continuing to enjoy this. We're probably going to spend our materials going out and exploring. In fact, you know what? Let's make a path to London. That's where I'm based after all. So it'd be good to make sure that there aren't any aliens crawling around in my backyard. As a reminder, Backbuild 4 is going to be coming out at some point in March. So stick with me until then. I'm going to be doing at least one video per week until the game itself launches in September. So if you are enjoying these videos, be sure to give a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, you should do so, and you'll be told when the next episode goes live. Otherwise, I'll see you next time for another episode of Phoenix Point. See you soon.